50% of women in Kenya have at one time or the other been sexually abused. Show, I'll be talking to our lawyer Mike Mutinda, who's going to give us some insights on what the law says and what you can do if you suspect that somebody has sexually abused you. But first, the Council of Governors has directed striking doctors to obey court orders and resume work or face the sack. The governors, who held an extraordinary meeting today, also called on the Kenya Medical Practitioners, Pharmacists and Dentists Union, or KMPDU, to negotiate a new collective bargaining agreement, or CBA, with individual county governments. This, as KMPDU accused the government of playing dirty tricks. KMPDU expressed frustration with the move, saying that the negligence by the Susan Nakumincha, the Health CS-led team, was proof of the government's inability to heed to the citizen pleas. Patients in different counties have been going through untold suffering due to the doctors' strike.
The union to negotiate the new CBAs with individual county governments who are their employers. This cannot be negotiated from the national level because health is a devolved function, and we urge the national government, the county governments and the doctors to exercise sobrieties as parties, resolve these matters amicably. We also call upon the doctors who are on strike to go back to work pursuant to the court orders issued on 13th March 2024 and 15th March 2024. Failure to which the respective county governments who are their employers will be at liberty to take any appropriate action or disciplinary action.
In every county, the country are owed money. And that is a debt that ought to be paid just the way we pay the Eurobond, the way counties pay their debts. It's a pending bill that ought to be cleared. That's one thing this far is fundamental. And this was a CBA that was signed and deposited in court. It's a court order. They have not complied with that court order. We went to court and got a judgment that went against all the 47 counties and the Ministry of Health to demand for that payment. They have not complied with that particular judgment. So you cannot go to the table of negotiation with dirty hands. You have to clean your hands before you engage us and say.
Well, we truly hope that, there's an agreement that is going to come to end this particular crisis, because it's really hurting quite a number of people, mostly so people who use public hospitals, which is the majority of Kenyans. Now, greed and selfishness are the main causes of corruption in public service. Now, this is according to the survey by the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission. The new survey says that the commission shows that traffic police, county health department, and regular police are the three most bribery-prone public institutions in the country. The 2023 National Ethics and Corruption Survey also shows that there's a likelihood that every time you seek service in the traffic police department, you are likely to be asked for a bribe. For the county health department and the regular police, the prevalence is around 1.05 and 1.02 times, respectively. The report also blames high unemployment levels, unfair distribution of resources, injustices in the country, negligence by public officers, and loss of confidence in the government as some of the effects of corruption. Speaking during the release of the survey, EACC Chair David Oginde encouraged Kenyans and other stakeholders to work proactively with the Commission towards eliminating corruption in the country.
And agencies of government, whether at national or at the county level, we should seek to foster a good public outlook where we are delivering services with efficiency and effectiveness and easy access for Kenyans to be able to access those services. As leaders and officials, we hold these offices on behalf of Kenyans. When you are given an office and a responsibility, like I have been given in this particular place, it is not for my personal benefit. It is not for my children's benefit. It is not for my wife's benefit. It is not for my brothers and sisters and my community and clan, or even my tribe, It is for the sake of all of us as Kenyans. So please let us serve Kenyans with respect, with dignity, without favoritism, nepotism, and all those things that we do. Because these are the things that eventually will kill this country.
You know, these statistics are rather disturbing because if you take into consideration that we say that 80% of this country is Christian, or religious for that matter, these are some of the things that Christians or religious people should not be doing. So having very high rates of corruption is rather a disturbing issue. Now, family, friends, and members of the Fourth Estate paid their last respect to veteran journalist Rita Tinina, who was buried today at her parents' farm in Narok County. The mourners paid tribute to the late journalist who was found dead in her home in Kileleshwa, saying she was an exceptional individual. Kenya Editors Guild President Kananu gave an emotional tribute, and politicians who attended the burial did what politicians do best, clashed over allegations of fake fertilizer being distributed by the government.
Rita alikuwa mmoja wetu. Tunahisi kupungukiwa sana. Inauma sana kwa sababu hata ishuka nilioivaa tulinunua na Rita, assignment yetu ya mwisho Eldoret. Hata shuka iko pale yenye tulijifunika naye tulipokuwa assignment. Tumekuwa naye kipindi kirefu sana. Na wakati wote hatujawahi kuona Rita amekosana na mtu. Licha ya kuwa kwamba alikuwa na tajiriba kubwa, Rita hakuwa na majivuno. Rita alikuwa ni mtu wa kupenda kila mtu bila kudharau mtu yoyote. Najua wakati mwingine inafika mahali tunataka kuuliza Mungu kwa nini? Mbona akamchukua Rita? Mbona akamchukua Rita kutoka kwetu? Lakini tunasema kwamba kazi ya Mungu haina makosa.
In everything you give thanks to the Lord. Wakati wale wa Kristo wa zamani walikuwa wanasumbuka na maneno kama haya, there are so many problems just like us. And Paul wrote the letter to them. Kuambia kila wakati muombe, mshukuru Mungu na museme asante. We have come to tell the Lord, thank you for the life of Rita Tinina. Tutajiuliza maswali mingi, why Rita? Why now? Why when she has a small baby? I can tell you, we will never get the answers. And because we cannot get the answers, tumshukuru Mungu kwamba alitupatia Rita kwa hizo miaka 44. Rita is simply a special person. As my boss and mentor Linus was saying, he's also been watching out for somebody to say something negative about Rita Tinina. I have been doing the same. I have gone through all the tributes, the things that have been said by friends and colleagues of Rita. For Rita's friends and family, let me confirm what they have said about Rita is true.
Rita alikuwa na tajriba kuu katika tasnia hii yetu ya uandishi wa habari, wanahabari. Licha ya hayo, alikuwa mtu mnyenyekevu. Unajua mara nyingi watu wakifanikiwa maishani, wakipata umaarufu wa aina fulani, watu wanaanza kuwa na kiburi, lakini Rita hakuwa na hayo. Alikuwa ni mtu ambaye alikuwa mnyenyekevu, anasaidia wengine, akipatana na waandishi wa habari wachanga kama wale tuliuona hapa. Na mimi pia ningependa kudhibitisha kwamba nimesikia sauti zao, na msifikirie kwamba nafikiri Rita aliweza kuwatia shime. Ni kusema kwamba siku za usoni tutakuwa na watangazaji wengi kutoka hapa Olokirikirai, kwa sababu Rita ameweza kuwa na impact kubwa katika maisha yetu. Pili, Rita alikuwa ni mtu wa kutegemewa. Rita ni mtu ambaye ukimpa kazi afanye, kama ni kazi ya kumalizika saa 2 angemaliza saa 1. Na wakati huo saa hiyo moja imebaki, alikuwa anasaidia watu wengine pia kukamilisha kazi zao. Hiyo ni nimesikia watu wengi wakisema na pia ni kweli. Pia alikuwa ni mtu wa mpangilio, alikuwa ni mtu ambaye amepanga mambo yake vizuri. Kama kuna kazi inastahili kufanywa angekuwa anapanga. Mimi nishaelezea, nilikuwa nimeongea kwa mapana na marefu kabla ya hapa, na ni mtu ambaye kama anataka tuseme, kuna jambo limempata, anataka kuondoka kidogo siku 2-3, anakuambia nitaondoka, lakini usijali, kwa sababu wakati huo wote ambao nitakuwa nimeenda nimefanya story 1, 2, 3 zitakusaidia wakati sipo. Hakuwa anatakikana kufanya hivyo, lakini alikuwa ni mtu ambaye alikuwa anapenda kazi na alikuwa hataki kazi yake iharibike.
You know, we decided to leave out the political talk that was going there so that the last thing you will remember is what was said, the beautiful things about her, and not what the politicians said. And having said that, we also decided to give the politicians their time to speak. And Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka now insists he's the only one who will save Kenyans from the tyrannical leadership of President William Ruto come 2027. Kalonzo, who seems to have gotten a shot in the arm for his presidential bid after ODM leader Raila Odinga's move to go for the African Union chairmanship, called on people from his backyard, Kitui County, to join his Wiper party, insisting he was the only one who could dislodge President Ruto from the presidency. Several leaders from ODM have expressed concern over the early campaigns by the Wiper leader, saying there's no vacuum in the outfit.
Jamani, kama umekuja hapa akimtoke na maneno matamu, mimi sina maneno matamu kwenu. Poleni sana. You have to act and say your nation. Hata kama hamna haja, nyinyi wenyewe jalini watoto wenu. Mmezaa watoto. Mimi na Kibaki tukaanzisha mfumo wa free primary and compulsory education. Sasa hata ile capitation ya walimu wakuu hawapati. And you are sitting there comfortable.
All right, now don't forget that later on in the show, actually in a couple of minutes or so, we'll be having a conversation in our segment, Know Your Law. We'll be looking at sexual offenses. And one of the things we'll find out is that over 80% of women in Kenya have at one time or the other been sexually abused in different ways. So we'll be speaking to our lawyer, Mike Mutinda, who's going to tell us, define for us what sexual offenses is, the different aspects of it, so that if you find or discover that this is going on in your life, what action you need to do. And you can go to our Facebook page, that is EBN TV, and give your thoughts on the question that is on that particular page concerning that particular issue. Now, the government has announced plans to establish treatment and rehabilitation centers across the 47 counties in a bid to rehabilitate and reintegrate drug addicts back into society. Interior Cabinet Secretary Professor Kithure Kindiki made the announcement today when he toured the construction site of the 1.3 billion Miritini Drug Treatment and Rehabilitation Center in Mombasa County. The Miritini Center, which is already operational and treating 50 patients, will have a treatment, rehabilitation and reintegration programs, including training the recovered patient with technical skills like masonry, tailoring and engineering craft, and providing startup capital for small businesses in their line of their skills.
This time round, we are convinced as a country we will deliver. This country will look very different in another 2-3 years. You will see the direct benefit, reduced crime rates, a healthier population, more productive population, and that will translate to a better GDP for our country. So we remain seized of this matter. As I have said, this is going to be our center of excellence. We will partner also with the county governments across the country. First of all, we'll use this facility when it is complete to train and to assist counties to benchmark on how they can replicate these services in all the 47 counties. Again, we intend to have 47 treatment, rehabilitation and reintegration centers in each and every county. 1 per county, so that we offer services that are accessible and affordable to the people of Kenya. The private rehabilitation and treatment programs are extremely expensive. Per month, 200,000, 300,000. The services we are offering here are free services offered by the government of Kenya to treat, rehabilitate, and reintegrate our brothers and sisters, and we're going to get a package for them to start them off back in the society.
Well, I think that could be one of the best news that I've heard, because there are quite a number of people whose lives are being messed up by illicit brews, and it comes very close to almost every family in the country. So this will be a move in the right direction. In a couple of minutes or so, as I promised, we'll be looking at this. In a segment, Know Your Law, we'll be looking at sexual offenses, and we're going to find out what the law says about it and what you can do to stop this, or to take action that will help stop this disturbing trend. All that in a couple of minutes or so.